During military operations, your service member suffered the loss of a limb, most likely from an explosion, small weapons fire, or a motor vehicle accident. Because the time before and after an amputation can be difficult for you and your wounded warrior, it is important that you, as a caregiver, learn about the issues you both may face. Depending on the nature and severity of the wound, the medical goal is to restore the limb to its pre-injury function level while maintaining as much limb length as possible. Longer limb length increases a person's ability to effectively function with a prosthesis. War injuries differ from civilian injuries in that they are often accompanied by more soft tissue damage. Because of the severity of the damage to the soft tissue, skin, and muscle, it may be necessary to amputate more of the limb to prevent infection and to allow for bone coverage. This can cause the injury to take longer to heal, but may offset the need for another amputation at a higher level. The Amputee Coalition of America uses 6 phases to describe the recovery process after an amputation: enduring, suffering, reckoning, reconciling, normalizing, and thriving. In the first phase, your wounded warrior may need to focus on the present to get through the pain and block out distress about the future. It is a conscious choice to not deal with the full meaning of the loss. During this phase, reassure him or her about your commitment and provide a comfortable environment while they deal with the pain and loss. In the second phase, the wounded warrior may have intense feelings about the loss of a limb or limbs. These feelings may include fear, denial, anger, depression, vulnerability, and confusion. This emotional anguish about the loss of self adds to the pain. You can listen and offer help when your wounded warrior experiences pain, worry, anger, frustration, and fear. When they request your help, get them to tell you what they need and talk about how you can handle the situation together. During the reckoning phase, the wounded warrior is coming to terms with the extent of the loss of a limb or limbs. Accepting what is left after the loss and understanding the implications for the future, and minimizing his or her own losses in comparison to others' losses. You can help him or her accept current life changes and offer hope for the future by learning with them about advances in rehabilitation and prosthetic design. In the reconciling phase, the wounded warrior begins to do the following: regain control, become aware of his or her strengths and uniqueness, be more assertive, take control of his or her life, and manage their recovery process. Show patience during the reconciling phase and let him or her do as much as they can, even if it takes them longer or they do things differently than you would. In the normalizing phase, your wounded warrior will begin to balance his or her life, establish new routines, and get back to concentrating on the things that matter, allowing priorities other than the loss to dominate his or her life. By sticking to a schedule of daily activities, you will help the wounded warrior focus on a routine and restore balance in both your lives. Not all wounded warriors reach the final recovery phase of thriving. Thriving is being more than before, trusting self and others, building confidence, and being a role model. To help your wounded warrior thrive, encourage him or her to interact with others who share in similar situations. This provides a positive outlook not only for themselves, but also for those who are just starting the recovery phase. In your role as caregiver, there are many ways you can give invaluable help to an amputee patient during the rehabilitation process. Watch for signs and symptoms of depression. Connect with family, friends, and neighbors during the rehabilitation process and seek out positive surroundings. Engage your wounded warrior and others who have experienced the loss of a limb. Support your wounded warrior as he or she regains control and rebuilds strength and identity. Talk to your doctor or nurse case manager about technological advances in prosthetic design. These advances significantly improve patient satisfaction and facilitate recovery and rehabilitation. Join a support group of caregivers who are in similar wounded warrior situations. You can locate such groups by contacting your local Army Installations Soldier and Family Assistance Center. The Soldier and Family Assistance Center provides tailored services to meet the needs of wounded, ill, and injured service members assigned to the Warrior Transition Brigade and their families. To find a location near you, visit the Soldier and Family Assistance Center located on the E-Extension website. At times, caregiving can be emotionally and intellectually challenging for both you and your military amputee. Your support and care are vital in helping your wounded warrior succeed. While this new role in your life can be challenging, know that you are not alone. There is hope.